Okay, so just going over this idea for Helmholtz coils as a possible fusion reactor design, uh, you can see clearly in this picture how big of an apparatus I think it would take in order to uh, have a successful experiment where you would have 6 electron guns all at the middle points of the coils here, top, bottom, back, front, left, right. I have it labeled here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where you would be shooting electrons all at this single point here. And this is an old video that shows just a single pair of coils in the electron gun. The electron gun's more like on the side of it, and they start to shoot it straight up. I guess they have the cathode and the anode right here next to each other. So they're putting almost 100 DC volts into this electron gun. So it looks like it requires a lot of voltage for the electron beam itself. See, now they're turning up the voltage of the coils, and they make the electron beam go in a circle like this. Okay, so they're putting in about 1 amp of DC power. I'm not quite sure what the voltage is that they're using there. Okay, right here, DC amps, using about a little under 1 amp of DC power for the coils. So the coils itself take a lot less voltage. Okay, so right here, yeah, in this video, they're determining the mass of an electron with this apparatus. That's what their experiment is doing. But if you watch what happens when they increase, this is them increasing the power of the gun. So this is going from 100 to 200 volts of DC. And see what happens? It makes the ring get bigger. And as they increase the current to the magnetic fields, it makes the ring get smaller. So if you increase the current in this, the beam gets larger when it's being pointed straight up like that. But I don't think that this should be how the fusion design I'm thinking of should work. I think that the electron gun, there should be 6 electron guns all pointing towards the exact middle of the apparatus. That way when you activate the current in all of these coils, you see this is just an apparatus with 2 coils. Like this, yeah, see there's just 2 coils in this apparatus, and this is what they're doing in this one. So when they increase voltage with just 2 coils, it makes this beam that's going straight up to the side over here go into a circle, but I think that it should be aimed straight towards the middle, and and if there was 6 more of them, I think that would be definitely plenty of electron beam power to send into a single point, and at the same time you're putting current into the coils that is pushing them all together. So you're going to be shooting 6 beams of electrons to a single point, and you're going to be keeping them there with these 3 sets of coils. And as you increase the energy of the electron guns, you increase the energy of the magnetic field to try to, so you're going to be feeding more and more and more electrons to this single point and keeping them there with these coils. And what would happen if you started to crank up the power? You know, obviously it's going to take a lot of power for the electron guns versus the coils. They're only putting 1 or 2 amps into the coils for this apparatus, but they're putting 100 to 200 DC volts into the gun. So each one of these electron guns is going to require a lot of DC voltage, where the coils themselves, to keep the electrons into a single point, won't take a lot of voltage. So this apparatus would not be cheap. It'd be very, very, very expensive. But hey, if you could achieve fusion with it, it would definitely be worth it in the end. So once you have a fusion reaction happening, then you could keep the heat all in this one area with these coils as well if they were superconducting. But hey, you gotta achieve fusion first before you can get to that step. So anyway, this is it. This is what I wanted to show, and hopefully this was a little bit clearer on what I was trying to explain before in my last video.